Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, and this video we're talking about the summer GTA Online DLC. That's right, with all this GTA 6 trailer 2 talk going around, everyone's almost forgot that we got or we should be getting a summer DLC. I mean, we have GTA 5 online for another year at least, right? So we should expect to have at least another summer DLC and winter DLC. So with GTA Plus expiring here pretty soon, we should not only be getting some sort of summer DLC, we should be getting some sort of summer DLC information. It could be the next couple of days, maybe the next week, but something should theoretically be coming here pretty soon. So for this video, I just want to go over a summer DLC wish list and talk about a few things I'd like to see, not only for some DLC ideas and topics, but also some quality of life features and upgrades as well. Now, I'm not delusional in thinking that Rockstar is going to give us some sort of grand DLC. I would hope they would give us a really good last DLC, maybe with Michael, Trevor, and Franklin coming back, but it's probably not going to happen. But a decent summer and winter DLC to close out the last year of GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online would be really cool. And one thing that I think that they should really address right here is the import-export business. We need a major overhaul. It needs a major payout buff. I mean, it would go perfect with the whole cops and crooks and the police outfits that we still have yet to get that are in the game. The files are here, they're in the game, but Rockstar just hasn't flipped the switch. So we don't have those, the police motorcycle vehicles like the Trackhawk, right? Rockstar. But import-export business is quintessential GTA, and it used to be one of, if not the top business in the game. And it's, you know, people don't really fool with it that much anymore. You kind of have to force yourself, or if you're doing career progress. But import-export really deserves a serious overhaul and a revamp, maybe a whole part 2. That would be really cool, especially a payout buff. I mean, I can run a FIB file or auto shop contract and get much better money way quicker with less, you know, hassle. So it is an outdated business. It's one of the first businesses, so I mean, it is a little outdated, and it could use an overhaul. So payout buffs, maybe an extra warehouse, some new missions, just a kind of like a, you know, 2.0. And Rockstar, it wouldn't hurt you to throw double money on this. I mean, it's only had double money on the import-export business, what, twice in its whole history? A few 1.5s here and there, so giving it just some double money love would be good as well. In addition, it would be a great time to add a 50-car garage that everybody could purchase with a Import-Export 2.0 DLC or update, right? Anyways, though, another thing I'd like to see Benny's get some more love. That would be really cool. It goes along with the Import-Export type kind of DLC. You know, I feel like way more vehicles should have the option to get Benny's upgrades and have some cool transformations. If Rockstar, you want to push shark cards, that'd be a great way to do that. Open this up so we could make these purchases with all of these customizations and upgrades that will cost us hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, for the upgrades in the shop. Also, some Amani Tech vehicles. Now, I have to give you guys a round of applause over at Rockstar. You did add a bunch of vehicles to get the missile lock-on jammer, but I would like to see more vehicles get some armored love as well. Adding some cool Amani Tech defensive upgrades like bullet-resistant glass, maybe the armor paneling to take a few extra rockets. Nothing too crazy, just something that you could actually do IRL, you know, wouldn't be too over the top. So getting some more Amani Tech love for a few extra vehicles I think would be a lot of fun. And that'd be an easy thing that Rockstar could do to add it in the game and to add some value in there. And with that, I would also like to see some extra vehicles get some HSW performance upgrades as well. Like we have now, I'd like to see more vehicles be able to have access to both Amani Tech and HSW performance upgrades. That'd be really cool. A few vehicles that I thought would be really fun to see kind of come back and get not just HSW, but, you know, full Amani Tech upgrades and full Amani Tech love. First up, the Zentorno. Now, we do have a missile lock-on jammer, but getting the HSW performance upgrades and defensive capabilities of the Amani Tech would be really cool. The Armored Kuruma, love to have HSW on that. The Turismo R brings some life back into a classic, a oldie but a goodie. The Body 801, like to see Amani Tech and HSW on that as well. The Entity XF, I mean, the list goes on. Something that was brought to my attention not too long ago, one of my crew members found some awesome Mark II Oppressor races. That's right, you heard that right. Oppressor Mark II races and they are so much fun. Okay, I don't know, we've had the Oppressor Mark II in the game for years now, and I've always wondered, why hasn't Rockstar made races for the Oppressor Mark II? I just don't get that. And we found some that were made by the community, and these are a blast. I'd love to see Rockstar adopt this and add these, add 7 to 12 of these races in the game. Another, this is more low-hanging fruit that Rockstar could get knocked out and do this, and we could have a lot of fun with it. Another thing that, years ago I didn't think would work, but another really cool DLC that we could have, or part of a DLC, would be the ability to purchase mansions. There are some legit mansions that are much more grandiose than the stilt houses that we have, or the luxury penthouses. So some really cool mansions with full-on like pools in the backyard, stuff like that we can access, and just different kind of things. There's some cool houses that we could actually purchase that we've done missions at. That would be awesome. I think that'd be a great addition. It could be some sort of like real estate, upgrade. I've always wondered why Rockstar wouldn't let us just buy as many apartments or, just properties that we wanted to. If we got the money, we should be able to buy it. That would also solve the garage issue as well, A legit off-road DLC or a off-road element to a DLC would be really cool. So up in Paleto Bay, over here at Beaker's Garage and Parts, this would be a cool location to turn into like some sort of like off-road type kind of, upgrade, like Benny's or Hal's or whatever. And you could take vehicles like the Sand King or any one of the other off-road vehicles. You could really add some great performance upgrades, really cool suspension lifts and larger size tires, and have a lot of fun with that. And you can take advantage of the vast wilderness and off-road trails that GTA 5 Online has to offer with the map. There's also the dirt bike track that has not been completed, much like the STD building, but this again would be low-hanging fruit, very easy, something like the Arena Wars DLC, where they use the Maze Bank Arena and turn that into something really cool. They could, turn this, or, maybe make races out of this and add some races that we could all access, and something more polished and that we could actually use in the game. And I think that'd be a lot of fun as well, and that could be another element to a cool off-road style DLC. For racing, you can use the dirt bikes or the quads that we have in the game. You've got several different to choose from, and Rockstar could add a few more in. I mean, it would be a lot of fun to have a legit dirt bike class, or upgraded and modified racing classes that we could kind of, do some cool different things with. That'd be a lot of fun. Also, I've said this for years, we've got a handful of skate parks around the map, and we have really cool BMX bikes. Now, we don't have skateboards. That would be epic, but maybe a little too, vast for a closing DLC in the lifespan of GTA. But, we do have BMXs that you can purchase, own, and store, and we have 5 or 6 different skate parks. But every time you go and try and have some fun with these in free roam, a lot of times the cops get called on, or the cops just get alerted to you and you get a wanted level. But these are a lot of fun, and we could do some cool tricks and stunts with the BMX bikes, backflips, front flips, rail grinds. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. Could still wall climb a little bit here and there. So you could do some cool things with this, but just to get something more polished from Rockstar itself, I think that'd be a lot of fun, because it's really good times just kind of cruising around with your BMX bike and your crew, and just kind of messing around, just having some fun. A lot of missed opportunity, I think, over the years that Rockstar could have tapped into and had a lot of fun with, and it would benefit Rockstar and the player base. Also, some quality of life upgrades. This is a big one right here, man. Just like we have over here with the CEO offices and the warehouses with the special cargo, the CEO crates, we can upgrade the delivery vehicles, the truck, the boats, the plane. We should be able to do that for the MC business, or all the businesses. And come on, the post-op truck, it needs some upgrades. It needs a speed upgrade. I'd pay a couple $1 million per post-op van to be able to, boost the speed 30 to 50%, right? Come on, it's ridiculous. A few other quality of life upgrades I'd like to see: a better mechanic management system. When you call your mechanic, I'd like to be able to, maybe have an alphabet type kind of system where you could start typing in the car and it pulls it up for you. That would be great. Bring back the $10,000 betting for the races. That's always fun. You can actually add a lot of enjoyment with that. And everyone likes to have, put a little bit of money up at stake and have a good race. I think that'd be something really cool for the community. Of course, finally, after all these years, bring the duffel bag sales for the MC business back. Come on, that's a quality of life upgrade that we've all been asking for. We know it's not bugged, Rockstar. We know. Come on, just bring it back. It's okay. Last but not least, I'd like to see a buff and a rework for the Arena War AP point system and the LS Car Meet rep points. They did get a little bit of a buff a while back. I'd like to see it increase a little bit. That'd be nice. Just some more quality of life stuff. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That's my summer and or winter DLC, wish list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you have on your DLC wish list, and what type of quality of life upgrades and improvements would you guys like to see added? Let me know, all right? Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest or realest content in the game. Smash that like button, and we'll see you guys in the next video, all right? Peace out. Yeah.